want to look nice for work, but you have not got the time. You've literally got 10-20 minutes to paint your face, but you don't want to look overdone and you definitely don't want to look caked on. I've got you covered. For those that don't know, my name is Makeup by Sasha, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I created this simple, easy, quick look. If you want to see how I done that, continue watching. You definitely want to start with priming your skin. You want your makeup to last all day. Although you're just going to work, you still want your makeup to last and you still want it to be shine free all day. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Face Studio Prime, and I'm just going to dot that in the 4 points of my face. Then I'm just going to use my fingertips and just massage it in. If I really want it to be bulletproof, I'll even use Milk of Magnesia as well. But I try not to use that too much because sometimes your skin gets a little bit too used to it, so it doesn't work as well. So I only use that when I really need to. Now that I prime my face, I'm actually going to do my eyebrows off camera just to kind of speed things up a bit. If you guys want to see how I do my eyebrows, there's a link above if you click on that link, or you can wait to the end and I'll add it to the end of this video. So guys, I'm back. I've done my brows. I feel like brows are just so important. Like, you need to have, your brows need to be on point. Even if you've got minimal makeup on, I feel like you should still have quite defined brows. That's what I believe anyway. I mean, everyone's different, but I will always do my brows. Even if I'm just wearing powder, brows are something that I always do. So we've done the brows. I've just literally used a brow gel from Kiko that I love to use, and also I've used a concealer around them, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is neutralize my eyelids and just apply some concealer to those. So this is a step I always do as well, especially if I'm adding any eyeshadow. Even if I'm not adding eyeshadow, I still do this step because I feel like it literally just evens out the tone of my eyelids, because as you can see, I have a little bit of pigmentation going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So the concealer I'm gonna be using today is the Morphe concealer. So this is in shade C4.45. So I'm just gonna dot a little bit of concealer on. Then taking a wedge sponge, I'm literally just going to pat that concealer in. So I haven't dampened it or anything or sprayed anything on it. I'm literally just spreading out the product. So if you just see how that's literally just neutralized that area, and now it's actually one tone, and that's what we want. So once you've done that, I'm just going to set my eyelids with a translucent powder. You can use any powder really. You can even use your face powder, but you definitely need to set this area because you don't want it to start creasing. So today I'm going to be using the No. 7 Perfect Light Loose Powder in Dark. I'm going to put a bit into the lid and literally press that into my skin. My eyelids, I should say. So that's done. So I tend to just kind of complete the eye area first and my brows first. I don't know why I do it like that, but I feel like it's, once you've done that area, it's just, everything's kind of just like straightforward from that point. So I'm just going to complete my eyes and then we'll go on to the face. Next, I'm taking my Double Wear Powder Foundation in the shade Rich Mahogany, and I'm just going to use that to contour my eyelids. I feel like this step really helps to kind of bring the naturalness back into your eyelids, because obviously right now it kind of looks like I've applied some kind of concealer or foundation over them. So contouring the eyelid just helps to give the eye area just a really nice look. So I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush and just literally contour just my crease area, and that is it, literally. So I'm just going back and forth. That difference, it just looks a lot more finished. It just gives you a nice sort of like bronzy sort of colour in the crease, which is really nice. This is actually a really nice trick if you don't really know how to apply eyeshadow. If you just put a touch of your contour powder in your crease, it kind of looks like you've got a little bit of eyeshadow going on. So yeah, that's that. Next, I'm taking my Lavelle liquid eyeliner and I'm just going to line my eyelids. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I might put a little bit of a wing because it's what I always do. But I feel like this is quite an important step because I feel like this step really wakes me up. I've got quite small eyes and they tend to look really puffy and really tired, especially if I haven't had too much sleep. So this step just tends to kind of wake me up. I prefer to use a liquid liner than a pencil because I feel like the pencils don't last as long, and also when you're having to kind of stretch your skin, by the time you've released it, the line's a little bit jaggedy, and I find that with a liquid liner you can get a lot more precision, and plus it's a lot more jet black as well. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a wing, nothing too crazy. This is literally my go-to everyday look, literally. When I did used to work like a 9 to 5, this is the look I would always do on my face. I even still do it now. Obviously it's a bit different because I'm a makeup artist now, and obviously I can actually do more with my face. When you're working like in an office, or doesn't matter what you're doing, you don't want to really be too much, but you still want to look neat, presentable, and yeah, you still want your face to look nice. When I'm doing a wing liner, the actual wing part of my liner, I like to go into the eye instead of going outwards. It just helps you to get that nice point. I find it a lot easier. Okay, so that's done. So before I do my mascara, I'm just going to complete the rest of my face first, and then I'm going to go back with the mascara. The reason why I do that is because by the time I've finished putting all my powders on, sometimes the powder can get into your eyelashes and it looks really powdery and it doesn't look very nice. So I like to do my mascara at the end. So today I'm going to be using a tinted gel on my skin. Instead of a powder or a foundation, I wanted to go for something a little bit on the lighter side. I didn't really want too much coverage. When you're going to work, you don't want to feel thick with foundation. You want to feel flawless but not cakey, or not like, you don't want to go for full coverage, depending on what you do, guys. Just remember that. So today I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Tinted Gel Cream. This is actually amazing if you've got dry skin or really dehydrated skin, because it does keep your skin hydrated throughout the day and it doesn't leave your skin feeling too dry and too matte. I've actually got really oily skin, but this actually works really well. It just gives you like a nice glow. So I'm just going to shake it up first. So I wear the colour Chestnut. So I'm just going to put that in certain areas of my face. And you guys are going to be blown away at the coverage. It's actually really nice, but it's not heavy. So that's the thing. Sometimes when you get something with a lot of coverage, it can tend to feel quite heavy. This tinted gel is actually really lightweight. That's why I love it. So I'm going to take my flat top brush. I'm literally just going to, instead of stippling it on, I'm actually just going to buff it into the skin first, and then I'm going to go in again and I'm actually just going to stipple it on. So as you can see, it's providing some coverage, but it's not overdoing it, you know. Okay. Right, that looks pretty flawless, but I kind of want a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to go in again and add a second layer, but this time I'm actually going to stipple it on. If you're using this, just make sure you're always shaking it before you apply it, because it can separate as it's like a gel like formula. I think it's actually water-based as well. It can separate a little bit. Right, so I'm just going to show you the difference. So that's with me stippling it on. Don't forget to go around your eyes as well. Yeah, and can you just see, like, it's so luminous, like it's so nice. It's perfect for work, literally perfect for work. I don't tend to put too much foundation on my forehead because I just feel like it looks too much, but I like it to look even at the same time. If you guys are really rushing for work, this look is just perfect because it's easy. You don't even need a brush. You can even just use your fingers if you wanted to, but I prefer to use a brush because I find it less messy, and because I've got oily skin, I don't really want to add more oil to the skin by using my fingers, so I prefer to use a brush. So that is my complexion done. So I'm going to go in with some concealer under my eyes and down my nose as well. So again, I'm using the Morphe concealer that I use for my brows and my eyelids. So I'm just going down the nose. So I still like to highlight and contour when I'm going to work. And do it here as well. Okay, so that's perfect. I'm gonna get my Infallible Magic Setting Spray by L'Oreal and my wedge sponge. You can also use a beauty blender if you want to, but I just picked up whatever was close to me. So I'm just gonna spray the sort of like the steep side. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. Now, as you can see, my concealer shade, it isn't too light because I wanted to kind of keep it a little bit tame today. Obviously, we're doing a work look, so you don't want your highlight to be saying hey. Yeah, so we kind of just toned it down for that. But usually I probably go like another shade up, or maybe even 2 shades. It just depends how I feel. You just kind of want a nice even complexion, and we want to brighten the under eye without going too crazy. It's like a workout. I did arms today in the gym and my arms literally just feel like jelly. Okay, right, so that's the under eye done. We're gonna do the upper lip. This is also a really good little trick if you've got like a darker area around your mouth. If you put concealer there, it will just 100% brighten that area. You can even put it underneath your foundation if you just want it to be brighter without it looking like you've actually put concealer over it. Okay, so we've done that. I had to kind of work quick with that concealer because it dries like, whoa. It dries really fast. Okay, so that's basically done. So I'm gonna go back in with the No. 7 setting powder. I'm just gonna put a little bit into the lid, and I'm going to go in with a brush, and I'm gonna drop my chin down and literally set that entire area where I put my concealer. If you've got quite creasy under eyes, what you might want to do is blend out the concealer, then immediately set it with the powder, and then move on to the other areas of the face. Sometimes I actually do that depending on what concealer that I'm using. Okay, so that's basically done. Now that we've set our concealer areas, our highlighted areas, I'm just gonna go in with a face powder just to set my entire face. The powder I'm using today is the Revlon Color Stay in the shade Mahogany. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and literally set everywhere apart from where I put that concealer. So this is just going to help your makeup last all day. It doesn't matter what kind of work you do, your makeup will stay put, trust me. So that's that. Then we're going to go in with some shading, we're going to do some contouring because the face is looking a little bit round and a little bit plain. So I'm just going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear powder again, and I'm just going to contour my cheeks and my forehead. I'm going to start towards my ear, tuck in my cheeks, just contour just underneath my cheekbone. Look at the difference, guys. Perfect. I always kind of curve up a little bit because I like the fact that it kind of curves underneath my cheeks. I've got quite fleshy cheeks here, so I kind of like to go underneath it just to make it even more, you know, make my cheeks even more lifted. And then I'm going to go around the perimeter of my forehead. I mean, if you've got a really small forehead, you don't have to do this, but I feel like it just ties in the contour even more, so I prefer to do it. Plus I've got like a big forehead. You just can't see it because I've got a wig on. But yeah, I always have to shade in this area because no one's got time for that. So yeah, I love a good shading in that area. So that's done. So now I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm going to use a nice fluffy brush, the same brush I used to add a bit of colour to my eyelids. This brush right here. So I'm going to start from just up here, and I'm just going to first of all start by blending it into my eyebrows first. And then I'm going to come down. I won't lie, this is a little bit of a darker contour for my nose, but I just can't bother to use a whole nother product, so I just try to go a bit lightly with this same contour powder that I use for my cheeks. And go underneath. There we have it. Then I'm going to add some blusher. Now guys, this blusher is banging. Like I normally love my like orange blushes, but recently I've actually found another blusher that I absolutely love. It's from a brand called EX1, and it's this right here. That just looks so pretty. It's just so nice. It's called Love Story, and it's just bomb. You guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Now watch this. It's so pretty. Look at that, guys. Come on now. That is just so nice. It's just such a pretty blusher. So I'm just gonna basically apply it to my cheeks, the fleshy part of my cheeks, the apples, and then I'm just gonna blend it into that contour. Same thing here. Oh, it's so nice. I love my orange blushes, don't get me wrong. I love the one from B Beauty, but this is also a really nice blusher. It's banging. Okay, so yeah, I like a bit of blusher, guys. Sorry about that. So that's that, and I'm just going to also take whatever's left on the brush, and I'm just gonna go over my contour. It just kind of helps just warm up the skin, really. Yeah. So that's that. Next, I'm going to finish off my eyes. So I'm just going to add a bit of that contour powder underneath my eyes. I feel like it helps to finish off the eye area. I don't like that look where it just looks like it's just clean. It looks like, yeah, I don't feel that look. So I'm just gonna get a little brush and just buff in a bit of that contour shade. There's so much you can do with the contour powder. There's so much you can do. So I've used it for so many different stages in this makeup routine. Also guys, a contour powder does not have to say contour. You can literally just use a powder that is darker than your skin tone. That's exactly what I do. Like, it doesn't matter. I've used an eyeshadow before. Like, there are really no rules. It's just whatever works for you, you know? Okay, so that's done. Cool, so we're almost there. So, as you've noticed, I haven't actually used highlighter. Recently, I haven't been using it as much, and especially to go to work, I probably wouldn't use a highlighter, guys. I might use a blusher with a little bit of shimmer in it, but I don't think I'd use a highlighter because I quite like that sort of even shine-free look. So that's just my preference. You might, it's up to you, but I won't be using highlighter for this routine. Next guys, I'm gonna line my eyes with a kohl pencil. This one's from Kiko. As you can see, I absolutely love it. I've literally run it all the way down, and I'm not gonna throw it away either because you've still got a lot of life left in this. So I'm just gonna apply this to the inside of my eye, halfway. Stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. Now the reason why I do that is because I've got quite small eyes. If I close it in, they're gonna look even more smaller, which is not a problem, but to me, I prefer a little bit more of a bright eye, but I want some definition. So just a little tip for you guys, if you've got quite small eyes or you don't like your eyes to look closed in, just draw your inside eyeliner halfway. Just literally stop in the center of your pupil, and it really does make a difference. So now I'm going to go in with my mascara and finish off the look. Mascara I'm using today is the e.l.f. Length and Volume Mascara. This is actually a really nice mascara. I don't like mascara ones with like a huge brush. Mate, I've got like small eyes. How is a huge brush going to help me? You need the bristles to be able to wrap around your eyelashes, because that's how you'll be able to comb them out and really get the most out of them and the maximum length out of them. So I like to have a brush that's relatively small, and as you can see, I kind of like, it's almost like I kind of like wiggle my way, because that way I get a bit more product on my lashes, and plus it just helps to kind of comb them, because my lashes are like brooms, like they tangle up together. So I just need to tame them, and I need to comb them out because they're very unruly. So me just kind of zhuzhing them, it does help, if that even makes any sense. And what I also do, I also go on top of the lash and just like, try to pull it out as well. Just be careful, because you can also end up with mascara on your eyelids, which is just long. You don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna also do my lower lashes. Now a lot of people tend to stare away from this, but I'm gonna show you guys a difference, and you're just literally gonna take a seat, because like doing your lower lashes makes such a difference, guys. It really opens your eyes. So I always do my lower lashes. Right, so if I come close, like that's without and that's, no, sorry, that's without and that's with. Now some people might like that, but I feel like my eyes are a little bit more defined and a little bit more sassy with this eye. It just depends. If you want something cleaner and just kind of like, just kind of tone down a little bit, don't add this step. But I just love bottom lashes. I just think, yeah, they just look so fluttery and nice. And obviously I don't have any false eyelashes on, so I feel like I like to bring more attention and more definition to my eyes. And as you can see, I kind of like to use the very tip of my brush. This is how I get the most amount of product on, and I don't have to keep going in and out, in and out. Oh, my lashes are so unruly, but they're good enough. They're good enough. Okay, cool. So the last step, I'm just going to use some gloss, because when I'm going to work, I don't tend to do a lot of lip liner. I don't really do lipstick. I just put gloss on because I can easily reapply it. I don't need to concentrate on getting it so neat. I can just kind of throw it on. I like to use something with a bit of a pinkier undertone because I feel like it adds a little bit of warmth to my face, and it also goes in line with the blusher that I've actually just put on. So the lip gloss I'm using today is the Tiramisu by NYX Butter Gloss. So I'm just gonna pop that on. It's a really nice pinky sort of shade, and you don't even need a lip liner, which is really nice. Many skin tones can get away with this lip gloss. It is just so nice. It's just so cute. I'm just gonna neaten up the edges a bit. I don't tend to go above my lip line. Okay, so that's that. So last but not least, I'm just going to set my entire face with this setting spray right here, which is the Infallible Magic Setting Spray that I used earlier. I'm just going to give that a bit of a shake and just spray it all over. So, boy, don't do that. What this does, it sets your whole face and it keeps it on for longer. So definitely agree with getting a really good setting spray because it does help the makeup last longer. So yeah, this is the finished look. We've reached the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So as always, if you are not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video, and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this easy look. So until next time, guys, I will see you again in my next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.